venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap. Fields flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a run with Montgomery. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the 44, Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
First down, Minnesota.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 2nd and 9. Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got Smith here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Fields throwing again. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. first down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On second down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. On first and 10, here's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. From the 27, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Cook, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Cook following the penalty. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Shedding the tackle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going up top. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks him. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The tackle by Robert Quinn. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, Cousins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
First and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Fields. Pass complete, Graham. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Grant sets to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start the drive with Cook. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Vikings, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.